Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh everyone. I hope that you're all doing well, alhamdulillah. Welcome back to Madrasa, and today we will be doing the story of Nabi Dawood alayhi salam. Did any of you perhaps hear that story before? We will do it today. But before we start, we put our hands together and recite Surah Fatiha. Suratul Fatiha. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الرحمن الرحيم. مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. آمين. رب اغفر لي ولوالدي. آمين. The story of Nabi Dawood alayhi salam. Nabi Dawood grew up loving nature. Nature are all the things that Allah created, the natural things like trees and grass and the mountains and the ocean and the birds. All of those are part of nature. He was a shepherd, and thus he spent much time outside in nature. A shepherd is somebody that looks after sheep and guides the sheep into a direction when they are walking. He would watch the animals, birds and plants while looking after the flock of sheep. Allah gave him a gift of communication with birds and animals. He understood birds and animals, and they understood him. So when Nabi Dawood alayhi salam used to speak to the animals, they understood Nabi Dawood alayhi salam, and Nabi Dawood understood them. When he praised Allah, the mountains would join him in this prayer, also the birds and the animals. After Nabi Musa had passed away, the Israelites had many other kings and prophets that ruled over them. During the time of King Talut, there was a battle against an army led by a giant called Jalut. King Talut said he would marry his daughter to whomever agreed to fight the giant Jalut in single combat. Dawood had older brothers who were in Talut's army, but he was still too young to take part in the fighting. However, he stepped forward and said he would fight the giant Jalut. The king allowed him to fight Jalut. The young Nabi Dawood took his sling and some small stones. He swung the sling and flung the stones towards Jalut, hitting him on the head. The stone hurt Jalut so badly that he fell over, and before he could get up, Nabi Dawood had grabbed a sword and killed the giant Jalut. Everyone was amazed by Nabi Dawood. Allah also gave Nabi Dawood the gift of working with metal or iron. He knew how to soften and shape iron to make weapons or tools. So Nabi Dawood alayhi salam knew how to make iron soft. And iron is something that's very hard and strong. So Allah gave him the gift that he could make it soft. This gave the soldiers better weapons and armor. After King Talut died, Nabi Dawood was chosen as king by the people. He now had a strong army, and no one wanted to dare fight him. Nabi Dawood was a very good king. He was also a prophet of Allah and taught the people how to worship Allah. Allah gave him guidance which he recited to the people. And some people came and listened to Nabi Dawood alayhi salam, and some did not. Some came to Islam and some did not. And that was the story of Nabi Dawood alayhi salam. Hope you all enjoyed that and understood. Keep well and be safe. Put your hands together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wal-asr. Innal insana lafi khusr. Illa alladhina amanu wa amilu salihati wa tawasaw bil haqqi wa tawasaw bis sabr. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.